Welcome to Great Life, Greater Impact, everybody. You noticed that we changed our name. We're in the process of changing our branding. It's easier to say, and I like it better. It has a better ring. But welcome. Thank you for being here. Today, we're talking about dressing your truth. So I want to put the question out there. Have you guys ever been out and about in the world and had people say, hey, speak your truth or live your truth or walk in your truth or tell the truth? A lot of times we hear stuff like that, but we don't always hear people say, you should dress your truth. And I had never considered that really until I had a conversation with my dear friend, Lisa Lancaster. So I'm just going to introduce you, Lisa. Lisa and I have been friends for about 5 years, maybe.
5, 6 years.
Yeah.
Since 2018.
Yeah, we met each other online through Facebook, and I remember through that whole conversation going, "Where have you been?" We are dear kindred sister friends. We were having a wonderful conversation the other day about color and light and frequency and vibration and shining your true, authentic light and self out into the world, and some of the things that we can do to maximize that. And Lisa said to me, I noticed in some of your previous videos, there are days when you look more tired or just less glowy. And I started thinking about that, and she taught me this principle of dressing your truth. And so we went shopping. Um, I like probably even the next day or that week we went shopping, and she walked me through a very, very simple process to finding colors and hues and vibrations that were in resonance, I guess, with the way that I shine out into the world, the way that I project my persona out into the world. And when those two things meet, the vibration of that meet, then it's amplified. And so we were at the store, and she was teaching me how to purchase clothing that better complements, I guess, the light that is within me, that I put out there. And so I started wearing some of those clothes. And in fact, the next day was a class, and people were making comments, private comments to me in class going, you look radiant today. You look so amazing today. And I was like, people don't normally comment like that in my Zoom classes. And I said, Lisa, this is really a thing. It really is a thing. And then the next day I wore something else that she had helped me pick out.
Yep.
I just thrown something on, went to Walmart, and two people stopped me in the parking lot before I even got to the door and said, you look really radiant in that. Or you look really beautiful today. I hadn't even brushed my teeth or combed my hair or anything. I just was wearing a specific, color that she had taught me to dress in. So I know that it is true. I've also had experiences where people have stopped me, if I wasn't conscious about dressing my truth, because I've not really been conscious about that. I didn't really care before, but where people would stop me out and about and say, you look really tired today, or what's wrong, or, just comments like that where I didn't feel tired. There was nothing really wrong, but sometimes, Lisa mentioned this yesterday, sometimes when you're not dressing in things that complement your vibrational frequency, there's a battle that goes on, and it creates disharmony. So with that said, I'm going to turn some time over to you, Lisa, to just talk a little bit about this. But before we do, I have a really great quote that came to me this morning by Matt Kahn. And I love his videos. I love his work that he puts out. But he says, you are a clear, open space for the light of divinity to enter this world. And, when we focus sometimes on adorning our homes and our bodies with things that resonate with the truth within us, there's power that can come from that. We can gain confidence and clarity and be our best selves. So I'm going to turn some time to you, Lisa, to just kind of share a little bit of how you got started in learning about this.
Thank you, Janet. I thought a little bit about what would be one of the most important pieces of wisdom to share about this topic. And I think that um, the probably one of the first things that I did to heal my own body was dressing your truth when I came to think about it. And I was in a super abusive marriage. I felt like my body was dying. I felt like my life was dead. And I was having depression and I didn't even want to get out of bed. And I knew I needed to make a change or I was going to just fade away, wither away and die. And so I prayed, okay, what is something that I can at least take a baby step on? And this is the thing that came up on the internet when I was praying, and it resonated with me to just do a small change to my lifestyle, which was um, picking the clothes that helped me feel like I was loved and that I loved also, then that wanted like the clothes that got me up and out of bed in the morning to say, you know what, I'm going to pick something more uplifting and more vibrant to make me want to make breakfast and go to work and, take care of the kids, whatever that it was. And this baby step changed my life so much that I felt I had more energy. I felt like I had more joy and less depression. I felt like I had more energy to help other people, not just help myself. And I felt like I wasn't dying anymore. I felt like a turning around where I wasn't going downward. I was actually going upward. And it was just the smallest baby step of dressing your truth that I Googled or came across. And Carol Tuttle teaches this concept of dressing your truth. And I couldn't get enough of her videos and her website and looking and trying to figure out what type that I was so that I could dress my truth, so that I could dress in my colors according to my truth. And and so that was back in 2014. So that was a long time ago that I've been um, on this self-discovery journey of feeling confident, as you say, Janet, feeling you know, just myself and being authentic to the colors and the patterns that I like to wear and just loving life and myself, because part of learning who we are eternally is to love ourselves and to love one another. And so there's a little background on how I got started.
I love that. I think so we all have a unique way of shining in the world. And the
Mhm.
light that you shine out into the world not only is there to heal you, but to heal the world. When you learn to align with that light that is uniquely you. And I do think that surrounding ourselves with the things that put us in that higher vibration, or that um because light is filtered. That's what
Mhm.
color is. It's filtered light. And we
Mhm.
have different hues and frequencies and intensities of light. You and I have talked about how your personality and the way that you experience the world is, you're a redhead. And so you have got a lot of heat inside of you. And I'm more of a cool temperature. And so I like
Yes.
eating hot foods. You like eating
Yes.
cool foods. I
Yes.
like wearing cool colors because that's what
Mhm.
resonates with me. You
Mhm.
like wearing more vibrant and bold
Vibrant
colors.
neon. Yeah. My colors have a lot more white and light and neon and brightness and, um, just like something that you need to put sunglasses on almost. It's so bright. And,
Yeah. But that's
and
what resonates with you.
that is what resonates with me. That's what I need. That's what I like. That's what I want. That's how I feel at home. That's how I feel myself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and my nature is a little bit different. I don't have that intensity, and it's not a bad thing or a good thing. It is what it is.
Right.
I'm a little bit more subdued, and so
Hmm.
the hues that I'm more drawn to, or that feel better on me, that filter better through my light, are the subdued colors, the pastels, and a little
The
bit more.
soft and the subtle.
Hmm. Yeah.
are the best ways to explain for you, Janet, what you resonate with. And the light and the bright is the best two ways that I would explain what I resonate with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's different.
Um, and maybe even if you could just talk a little bit about how, sometimes maybe doing some demonstration on color, putting that up to our faces, we could do that and maybe even give people a chance to do that. But talking about how even your husband Paul said, when you wear that color, you look dead, right?
Yes. Yes. Right. And so some of my should I show them right now, like some of my favorite colors and then
Yeah.
the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So I brought out a few of my favorite clothes here. And so I like tans and even a light brown with polka dots is really fun. I like fun things because I'm a type 1 energy, which is light and fun and free. And even something like crazy like this.
You
I
can see
really
how
like it.
just like that one, you should put that
Yeah.
back up again because it
Okay.
lit up
Okay.
your face.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, and it also matters to me because I can feel certain materials, whether it's a plastic clothing or a cotton or linen organic type of natural material, I can feel a difference on my body. And I think that the spirit within me can also feel that difference. And when you think about the law of attraction and the law of the universe, like attracts like. And so I just am naturally attracted to things that are more high in vibration. And I feel that cotton and linen are those things, are a few of those things instead of plastic. Plastic, it's just like if you eat plastic, that's gonna make you sicker. If you put plastic on your body and it is right next to your skin and your vibration, it just is a no-brainer on what it would start to do. And here's another linen. And these are all pastels that are very similar to what Janet wears. And so Janet and I, some of our colors are very, very similar to each other. And so I love that. I love this. And it's got yellow on the bottom. And they don't have to be super neon. All that I have done ever since 2014 is put them up to my face and see what it does to my complexion, see what it does to my light, see what it does to my hair and eyes. And this one, I see there's a big difference here on this
Yeah.
one. It's one of my favorites. And I just bought this one a couple days ago. This one is also one of my favorites.
Yeah. You can see you glow. And these are the
Right.
right shades for you. Like everyone can wear pretty much any color, but
Yeah.
it's really about the hues and intensities of those colors and
Yes.
the
And
frequency.
it is. And as you can see, I can wear pretty much every color of the rainbow. I thought that because I had orange hair, I could not wear orange. And that's not true. See, like this orange, it has a little bit of yellow in it. It has some fun flowers in it. And that's just my patterns. And for different personality types, they might like triangles for a type 3. They might like lines and boxes and checkers for type 4. And here's another orange. And it's a different, shade of orange, but it still works. And this is my husband's shirt. And
Yeah.
this is my color. I don't know if it's my husband's color because he's too, but this is definitely my color because it's so bright blue. Now that you've seen that color of the rainbow that resonates with me, now I'm going to pick up ones that don't resonate with me so you can see the difference. Now, this is one of my favorite styles, but this color of dress doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
It's
you look heavy.
right. And I look older. I probably look sicker. I probably look darker. Those things do not benefit me any which way.
Yeah.
No matter what I would do to try to lighten this up. Like it's a dark
So
uh
I'm gonna show mine too. So I'm
okay.
I used to always wear black, and I've noticed that when I wear black, people say, "You look really tired." And so like you can see that the light, it diminishes the light.
Oh
I
yeah.
look older
Mm-hmm.
with the black
Yep.
versus, putting some color, some of the
Right.
pastels.
Right. And there are certain colors and shades and brightness. Yeah, that looks
This is a purple.
much better.
Do some more of yours that you played around with.
There's others that are neutral, so it doesn't bring out your light and it doesn't diminish your light either. It just is neutral. And so I say a rule of thumb is look in your closet. If you don't love it, then throw it out. That means if you are just hanging on to it because it has sentimental value, fine, but it might just be a neutral for you. And so that's what I have told Janet. I was like, Janet, if you don't love it, throw it out. That's what I'm trying to do. And so this also doesn't do justice for me either. And this is a white and a dark, dark navy blue. It almost looks like a black. And so for whatever reason, you just don't ever know. And so what you do is you grab all of your clothes, you put it up to you in the mirror. And if you are not sure and on the fence about it, you can ask your best friend or your spouse, hey, how does this look on me? Does it make me look younger? Does it make me look older? Does it make me look sick? Does it make me look healthy? You could ask them 100 different questions. And this is one of my favorite coats. This is the last one I'm going to, and it's just not good for me. It makes me look like deathly white for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. We've got comments coming through, so let me
Oh, okay.
just catch up on those. We have some good mornings. Katie says she's a type 1.
Yay.
Carol
I'm a
Tuttle
type one
had
too.
classes on dressing your truth about 10 years ago, a very good subject. Hue is important. Bambi says she's a 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
Edith, how do you know what type we are? We're going to get to
Oh,
that. That's a good segue. And then Katie says, I used to wear black. I got rid of them out of my closet because I'm a 1/4. And we have a comment by Anne, and then we're gonna go over to the website and kind of walk
mhm.
around there a little bit.
So
Go ahead,
this is
Anne.
sort of a common question. So I've never really studied any of this stuff. It's very interesting. Of course, we know color is so important with all the chakras and all of that.
Mhm.
But something I became aware of myself years ago, I was wearing black. I went through a period of just wearing black. And in meditation, it just came up that you're going through change. And so then I looked it up and it said that black, it's not that black is bad, it is telling of what is going on with you. So right now we're looking at choose the color that matches you, but you could also do it the other way around and notice what colors you're choosing that can tell you where you're at, where your energy's at that point, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's a profound way to use color as well, is to kind of gain understanding as to where you're at. Also, too, black is not taboo and people can wear the black, but it's more about what we've been talking about really is what are you putting next to your face?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you shine your light, usually it's through the face and through the
Right.
eyes and through the
Right.
skin. And yeah. So I will wear black pants, I will wear black shoes and that kind of stuff to complement what I'm doing, but next to my face matters. All right, keep going. I'm going to turn that over to you. Do you want me to do a screen share?
Yes, please do a screen share. And so I thought that the first place we would want to go on the website to answer her question of how can you tell what type that you are is to go to what's the website name?
It's liveyourtruth.com.
Okay. my.liveyourtruth.com. And then you want to go to the about page or the about tab, drop down tab. And then you go down to the bottom. Well, I don't know. I guess it's the middle where it starts talking about which of these best describes you. And the first one it says is bright and animated type 1 beauty. And so you could either look at the pictures, read the paragraphs, or both, which is what we are going to do. And then hopefully by the end of the 4 types, we can help you and you can automatically resonate with one of these types. Do you want to
Okay,
read
so
those?
yeah, I'll read these. Type
Okay.
1, bright. I'm going to lose my voice. Bright and animated type 1 beauty. If you express this type of beauty, your inner light comes out in your youthful animated features. You have a light about you that brightens other people's day. If you've ever wanted to be taken more seriously, you might have dressed in dark or structured clothing. But that goes against your light nature. It makes you look stifled and drained. You'll feel free to be yourself when you embrace your bright nature in your style. So these are just some of the colors and patterns that resonate with a type 1.
And I'm a type 1, and so you saw more examples of that. And so that's why there's a polka dot light brown, just like they have a polka dot blue there in the picture.
Does she have swatches on here that show the different?
She does. Well, I don't know. As you're reading the next one, I will go and search for the swatches.
Can you guys go into Pinterest? You'll find so much stuff. There's the swatches and clothes and hairstyles. There's so many examples.
In fact, let's just do this.
Google
color
palette, dressing your truth types or something. PALETT.
I'm gonna do type 1. I don't know if that's it.
Do images. Oh, you need to do dressing your truth also in the Google search.
So yeah, you guys can just go do this and grab the swatches.
There they are.
So these would be the hues and the intensities of colors. And then you just go, when you go shopping, you're going to look for these types of colors, but you always want to do, I think, what Lisa recommended is hold that garment up next to your face and see whether or not it lights you up or it doesn't.
Right.
Whoops. Let's go back to here. Okay. Let's go on to type 2, soft and subtle, type 2 beauty. If you express this type of beauty, your soft-spoken nature shows up in your blended, softened features. Your presence has a calming effect on others. Ever worry that you're too soft-spoken or even boring? Yes, I have. You might have worn stronger colors to compensate, but bold clothes or bright highlights will just wash you out and make you disappear. Embrace softness in your style and in your powerful gentleness. Your powerful gentleness will show up. And that was really true for me. I'm a type 2. All right. Do you want to say anything about type 2?
The type 2 like a lot of flowy things. So things that look like water that is flowing on them that are elegant. Type 2s also like elegance and flowy things, not sharp and bright and bold colors.
Yeah.
Because they're soft and subtle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's move to type 3. Rich and dynamic, type 3 beauty. If you express this type of beauty, your inner drive comes out in your dynamic features. You have a powerful presence that moves others into action. You're a natural go-getter. If you've ever been judged for that, you may have tried to soften your drive, but soft clothing and hairstyles conflict with your dynamic features. Any kind of frill will actually make you look more masculine. You need texture and richness in order to feel your best. Interesting, isn't it? So, like, you said something really interesting yesterday about this in that if you dress against what your personality type is, it's like you're at war with yourself.
You have an inner war. And some people can see that and feel that. And some people can tell that you're having this inner war of identity, crisis about who you are and what you should wear. And when you dress your truth and then you have this confidence about you, this knowing, this authenticity about you. So,
yeah. Let's move
and
on. Oh, go
and
ahead.
one more thing about the type 3, um there's a lot of information on each of these types, and type 3 colors, the best way to describe it in a nutshell would be Grand Canyon colors. Grand Canyon colors are very rich oranges and browns and yellows, burnt, colors like that. Um, Reds and yeah, all of those things, and cheetah print, zebra print. Those are a little too exotic for me, but that's what a type 3 is. A type 3 personality is very rich and dynamic.
So lots of structured shapes instead of, fluffy, flowy, frilly.
Right.
It's more geometrical.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Type 4, this is the last one. Bold and striking. If you express this type of beauty, your inner balance shows outwardly in more refined features. You have a quality of beauty that others perceive as striking. You know your own mind, so you might have been called a know-it-all or critical. If that's the case, you may wear clothes that don't stand out. You don't have to retreat. When you express your bold nature with a distinct style, people know what to expect and they respect it. You help others see their truth by living yours. So oftentimes when a bold personality tries to tone themselves down, it just makes them look older or drained or tired or just not true to themselves. And, when there's that disconnect that's going on, as human beings, subconsciously, we have a hard time trusting in authenticity, right? If something is not truly authentic or it doesn't reflect the nature of that person, then there's a disconnect there.
And something that I like to think about with a type 4, they look the best in the main primary colors in like a crayon box of red, true yellow, true blue, true green, all of those types of colors. They like true blue things, literally.
Yeah, those are dynamic colors.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Does anybody have questions? And would anybody like to experiment with, I'm going to stop screen share unless there's anything else.
Do we have comments?
Yeah, we do have.
I put my comment in the chat if that's okay. Can you take a look at that, Lisa?
Okay.
Oops. Hold on. It's not letting me.
This is very exciting and interesting, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Okay. Do you want me to read the comments, Janet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Starting from, let's see.
Oh, there's one. Katie says, I used to wear black, but I got rid of them. Oh, we already did that one. Colors that match to complement the prominent color of your aura.
So my aura is yellow, and this is a good comment because a lot of people, they don't know what their aura is, but they naturally are attracted to their color aura sometimes just to strengthen their inner light. And I didn't know that my aura was yellow, and so I actually hated yellow for the longest time in my life, and that's because I probably wasn't confident and maybe even hated myself, right? And so once I started doing the inner work and loving myself, then I started really being attracted towards yellow. And now I have it everywhere, even my pillows that are yellow that say sunshine. I mean, I'm wearing yellow today, and it's a whole big deal, right? So that's a good point.
So Bambi would like some advice on some colors. Let me find you, Bambi. You can unmute your camera and then jump on with your camera and I will add you.
Okay.
All right. And then,
Hi,
go
Bambi.
ahead.
No.
Go ahead and show us what colors you would like advice on.
Okay.
And then if anybody else wants to do that, go ahead and get your stuff ready, and we can talk a little bit about what looks best on you and get everybody's opinion.
So I'm a type 1 as well. And then it's always been interesting because I've seen, like, I am a type 1 where I'm outward, but I'm also a type, I see that there's also the type 2. And I've kind of asked questions to kind of figure out if that's truth. It's not as up or prominent. And so I know that, like Janet is saying, when you're wearing your color, you get more compliments. And for me, blues are generally it. So there's this one that I just bought. I know if you look at it, one of the things they say is circles.
And, right.
I mean, I'm kind of getting I'm not completely ready today, but that's okay. So what's your guys' thoughts on this color?
So what color would you say that is, if you could describe it, where the video is falling short?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
it's like a royal blue.
Yeah, it's kind of a royal blue, but it has a lighterness to it. You know, it's I don't know how to describe this color.
I think it looks good on you, Bambi.
Yes. Okay. And the question that I usually ask people is, do you love it? Do you love the way that it makes you feel on your body?
When I look in the mirror, I do like that it brings out my eyes.
There you go. There you go.
I definitely always notice my eyes. The other thing, like you're saying with the bright colors, you know, this is one that I bought.
I love that one. That looks so good on you.
That I really like.
You know what I would recommend? I would recommend, Bambi, for you to bring more of a lightness to the blue, so you can still have that blue on. It's beautiful with your eyes, and that to break it up, to bring more lightness, you could couple it with a scarf. You could put like earrings on that are lighter blue, or another color that are lighter.
Okay.
A cardigan, you know, like that, you know, like layering, just like this. Okay. And I think that would really help bring it more up with a lighter, since you're a type 1. And type 1 are fun and free and light and bright. And that blue is beautiful with your eyes. I think that it just needs a little bit of bounce, you know?
Yeah, I do think it needs a little bit of an accent. And I think yellow actually would look really good with that color on you.
I need to look at, like you're saying, with the yellow, because I love the yellows when I look at them, but on me, I've never liked them. So I need to look at that.
Yes.
Here's another question I have. They don't recommend that we wear black.
Right.
I go through my clothes and I have a lot of black that has bling. That I love. And so
what is the color in the bling? Is it gold or silver or both?
Gold.
Okay, this is the reason why you like the black with the gold bling, because you are drawn to the gold bling. Exactly. I am also drawn to the gold bling. So if you find other colors that have gold bling in it, that is going to really benefit the whole outfit.
Yeah. So like with this sweatshirt, you know, they say for us not to wear black, but I have so many you know, black things. Like I went through my closet the other day and got rid of a ton of black clothes.
So I have done that. Yeah.
I'm still doing that.
Yeah. There's a lot of bling that I love the shirt because of the bling.
Right.
And so do you still like get rid of those even though you love them with the bling?
So my question is, do you love that black shirt? Do you love when you put it on? Do you love the way that it makes you feel? If you don't love it,
well, because of the bling, I do. Like I love it because of the bling. Like the black is just black to me. I don't care about the black, but when I see sparkles and fun stuff, you know, I know that that's my style. That I go toward bling. Like I love sparkles and shiny.
So I would say follow your heart, and if you can, break up the black by putting some more light and bright colors over it, or a scarf or earrings. Then I would say, you know, follow your heart. like,
Okay.
period, follow your heart and what you want to do.
And I don't remember seeing like the reds in there, but I always like the reds on me too.
So
is
that
this-
might be too bold of a red. What color would you say that is? Like a true red?
I think that it has a lightness to it.
Okay.
Let me try to turn this camera around if I can, or maybe I'll just try to do it that way. So if you look, I mean, it has a lightness to it.
Yes.
Not like a darker red, it's more of a brighter red.
I believe, just like, again, with layering lighter things and bringing more of a cream or yellow, or what would go with red, green, light green, complementary colors, then I think that would really bring out like a beautiful palette of color and I think that it's always about layering and breaking things up for a type 1 energy. They like to be fun and free, and bring in a lot of colors. You can even bring in a pattern that has some red and some yellow and some blue and green in it, like a scarf, to bring the whole outfit together and bring it up in light.
So maybe I need to look at scarves. I've never been one that's worn.
I know, me neither. And maybe it's because type 1s are very free, so they don't like anything around their necks. They don't like turtlenecks. And that's just the type of personality, color personality that we are. So.
Yeah. Okay. And I know when I look in my closet, the colors that I gravitate more to are a variety of blue. Like there's a lot of different blue. There's
those all look really good.
Pinks.
I love pinks and blues, and yellows.
So those are some of the ones that and then I have my black section here. But a lot of, like this one, they say don't wear the sparkles, but because it's silver, but I love silver sparkles. I love them. So I don't, what do you do with that? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I would just keep like putting different things together, and especially this time of year, you can layer and mix and match and try different outfits and see how you feel in them in the mirror, see what compliments you get. That's what I would do. I would ask the spouse, the best friend, go out and see what how you reflect in the community and what you receive back.
Okay. Yeah. And that's a good idea to ask my hubby that, because I always try everything on because he's the one that sees me.
Yeah.
And I give him a choice, like what I go by numbers.
Right.
So I'll be like, between 1 and 10, how much do you like this? And if it's like 8 or above, then I keep him.
Wow, you are so like me, Bambi. That is perfect. I go with my numbers too.
So he even likes, the colors that aren't in alignment with type 1. So anyway, it's just kind of interesting. Now I just need to figure out how to, like you're saying, make them lighter and brighter.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about with this blue wearing a necklace, like for instance, having like a sparkle, but see, this is like a white, and they say gold. And so is this go with or against, I don't know.
If you like the sparkle, then I would wear it. It doesn't have to be gold. I wear lots of silver, but I do gravitate more towards gold.
But pay attention to what does it do to your tone, your skin tone? Does it light you up, or does it make you look more pale, or does it make you look more dead? Like Lisa said, just pay attention to those things and ask people those questions. Does this make me look more radiant or more? Because that's what people were saying to me. And I don't often have people say stuff like that to me, but like people were going out of their way saying, wow, you look really radiant. And I had never even paid attention to this kind of stuff before. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to start doing that with my hubby and asking him, is this good for my skin tone? And, things like that. Okay, so I'll get off here so you guys can go to somebody else.
Thank you, Bambi. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. We have a couple of comments that I want to just cover. Juliet says, you said if the colors or hues of your clothes don't match your type, throw it out. Well, not necessarily. What we said was if you don't love it, get rid of it. She
Right.
says maybe it's better to suggest to give it to the thrift stores or the like. Yes, agreed
Well,
on that.
yes,
That's what we
yes,
meant
that's
by
what we
getting rid
mean.
of
Yeah.
it. Also, if when you determine which color type you are, but it requires a big change in wardrobe, taking into consideration budgeting issues, how do you suggest we go about that? It's a great question. What do you suggest, Lisa? Because we don't have gobs of money either.
Right. So, well, I have gone to the thrift stores, and I have even prayed, or asked that the clothes be brought to me, and so I would know intuitively which stores to go to, whether they were J.C. Penney or Walmart or a thrift store, which thrift stores to go to, and I would ask, okay, which of these resonate with me, and I would just be drawn to the colors, and I would go through the line in my size, whether it's dresses, whether it's shirts, whether it's pants. And usually I would walk away with one or two. It is hard, I would say, for type ones to find lighter, brighter things in this world. In our society, I think our society is a lot of darker, blacker, hey, fit in, don't stick out type of society. That's what we've been conditioned, to kind of uh, be be normal. Don't be
Conformity.
out of the box. Yeah, conform. And I do not do that well. I stick out like a sore thumb, no matter what. So I would definitely go to the secondhand stores. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Well, that's what we did. Just start with a little bit and
Yeah.
do little bits at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
So I've been in Dressing Your Truth since 2010,
Yeah.
and I noticed, you don't have to just all of a sudden just get rid of your wardrobe, but just do it over time. Over time helps. That's
Right.
what I found over time.
Yeah.
And then not only that, sometimes I would muscle test the colors, and it truly it comes to my type 1. I'll just
Mm-hmm.
stand there and just hold it, and
Mm-hmm.
it will sway forward, meaning that's your color.
Yeah.
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 So, and not only the outer appearance has helped me, but the inner work has helped me as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and
Yeah.
it just became my truthfulness of
Yeah.
who I am.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that,
Mhm.
Katie. It reminded me of, that's what I do with people is I help them do their inner work. And I've noticed over the years, as people start to clean up and cleanse the inner vessel, the external, the things that they like to surround themselves with, that starts to shift and change. And it'll show up in your home environment. It'll show up and not that you have to go and replace furniture or pictures on walls necessarily, but oftentimes as people get clear and clean within, they'll start cleaning their cabinets. They'll start cleaning their
Mhm.
closets. They'll start
Mhm.
getting rid of things that really just don't resonate with them anymore.
Mhm.
If it's not useful to you, if it's not raising your vibration, if it's not in alignment with the truth of what you are and who you are, then what's it doing just sitting around, right? Maybe it can go
Mhm.
bless the life of somebody else and like somebody else just said, donate it to a thrift store
Mhm.
so that someone else maybe can benefit from that if you're not necessarily. So
Yeah.
I do find it interesting that as we do that inner work, it will reflect in your outer world. There's just something powerful about truth and alignment and synchronicity and harmonizing. It's like, when you play music and there's an off note in the chord, one of the notes is dissonant and it just feels bad. It's just
Mhm.
there's something that just doesn't feel right about it. I do think that applies here, that what all you're doing is trying to harmonize with the way that you shine in this world, and everyone shines in their own unique way. And I think it's awesome that we can put those into categories to give us at least a starting point to say, hey, I resonate with that, or I resonate with that. And if you resonate with something, then that can be helpful to amplifying the light that you shine in the world. There's power that comes in that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go in a couple of minutes. But I put something in the chat and I was curious about your opinion on that. So I feel that I sort of run the gamut. Depends on, I wake up one morning and I'm in a certain mood and I'll grab a certain color. Now, it is true, I do find myself picking like blues and, violets. This is actually violet, but it looks different on there, right?
Wow.
So I tend to pick those colors. But I was just curious if you had a thought on like someone who likes, I feel like I'm 1 through 4, I'm all of them. It changes at different times. And I don't know if it's because I get bored with like, oh gosh, I'm just wearing, and I want change. I like change.
Yes.
And the other comment I had was you talked about people knowing their aura, their colors. So I just had my aura photography picture done. And so that's a great way of seeing what your aura colors are.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I do have an answer here's my answer for your first question. And I know 1 or 2 people that are very equal in type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. And that they are barely like just a hair above all the rest, they might be a type 3, or just a hair above the rest, they might be a type 4. And so I believe that all of their clothes looked really good on them. And I couldn't tell a difference when they put it up to themselves and when they said, hey, Lisa, how does this look? Hey, how does that look? I couldn't tell. They could pull off every color, every style. But they themselves said that there was one style and one color scheme that they liked above all the others, and it was usually their type. So that's very fascinating. I think that you are doing exactly what you were born to do, and that is you harmonize with all of the different styles and the different types and personality types, and that you can be in each one of those costumes every day, and you can feel safe and comfortable and authentic in each one of those costumes every day. And that's amazing. Not everybody can do that and pull that off.
That is really amazing. And that is kind of a sign of people who have, I know for you, Anne, you've done a lot of inner work over your lifetime. And our personalities really, our persona is just a filter. It's a way that the light is filtered through us. And so as you continue doing that inner work and you are more identified with the authenticity of your soul, I think that is true for a lot of people who have done their inner work, that they resonate kind of across the board with all of the different spectrums and hues. And so, you're more of a like golden white light at this point because there's less filter to you.
And what was Anne, what was your second question?
Yeah.
It was more of a comment.
Oh, comment. Okay.
If everyone wants to know what, their aura looks like, they have really, really defined and gotten down to a point now where it's just amazing, the details of it. And I'm sure they're all over. You can go online and look them up, to have your aura photo done.
That sounds amazing. Actually.
That does sound amazing because you can kind of then see what's the predominant color that's coming from you. Yeah. Okay. Love that. Thank you. And then Bambi has a comment or a question. Go ahead.
So my comment is, I remember Carol Tuttle, the one who did this, she had said if you were type 1, that you look at all of them and you'll see pieces of yourself in all of them.
Yeah.
And so that I just want to throw that out too, because I know when I went through them, there was a lot of each one
Mm-hmm.
that I saw in myself. And she said there's something about when you're a type 1 first that you see that. So anyway, I just want to bring that up.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And to I think too, to be, you're talking about the colors that on the borderline, the air thing, but that's your dominant colors.
Mm-hmm.
And but like me, like I'm a 1-4,
Mm-hmm.
so 4, so I use 4 as like a simple color, like just simple plain colors, because
Mm-hmm.
that's can become keen and clean and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the type 1 is more one fresh and light and clean,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So I use the simple colors. I don't hardly wear patterns
Right.
because it just doesn't, I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Right.
So but it's like when you find your secondary,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like I'm balanced. I'm balancing myself out.
Right.
So,
I love that you brought that up, Katie, because I do love fun and free bright colors first. And then second, I love these crazy patterns because I'm a 1-3. So my 3 is my secondary. And this is a very secondary, crazy, triangular, wild is a type 3. And rich and dynamic is a type 3. And so that is a great point, that you can, to break up a single color, you can add certain patterns to it that resonate with your secondary type. Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
We've just got a few more minutes left. So I'm going to give the last few minutes to you, Lisa. What are some of the final takeaways to what we did today? Why does this matter? Like, is this, because I do feel like it matters. I think it has a lot to do with authenticity and harmony and synchronizing or harmonizing with the truth of what's coming out of you, the way that you feel most confident on this earth. So maybe just your final thoughts or takeaways about that.
Thank you, Janet. I would say that this year, my word has been love, unconditional love. And in order to have that love for others, I need to also do my inner work and have that love for myself. And so by looking myself in the mirror on a daily or weekly basis, which I need to quite often when I get down or sad or frustrated or disappointed, and tell myself, you are amazing, you are loved, you are smart, you are beautiful. It really helps to say those things to myself in the mirror when I'm wearing something that I love, period. And so that has really helped me to feel authentic, to feel genuine when I'm looking myself in the eye and saying those things. And that has been a tremendous healing process for me. And so that's what I would say is the most profound difference that I have seen in wearing these clothes.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thank you for changing my life.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
it's really the God within you that has changed your life, right?
Yeah. Well, it really has shifted something in me. It's funny too because Lisa's been here in my room and she's taken a look at my closet before and she's like, I'm noticing that all of the primary colors and the blacks and the things that don't necessarily look the greatest on you, they're starting to move over to the side because I haven't really been able to give them up yet. Some of them are my favorite pieces, but slowly that my closet is starting to be more of a true reflection of the way that I like to shine on this earth. So
Bye. Thank you so much. I have to go.
thank
All
you
right.
for being here. Thank you for
And
your
if I
comments.
may say, Lisa, you are loved.
Oh, thank you. You're going to have me cry. I
And
really
you're beautiful
appreciate
and awesome. All of you. Thank you.
Yeah. All of you all that have joined us here in this class today, you are loved. Okay, we're going to close with, I'm going to do a screen share just to kind of share one last thing with you guys. I know that it's been a little bit confusing to jump on class. We have these free classes every Tuesday, Please share this with your friends and your family or people that you think will benefit from coming and participating and being a part of our conversations every week. This is where you go to register. If you go to greatlifegreaterimpact.com, you'll see up in the upper right-hand corner of the website, live classes. And when you click on that, there's two options. There's the free classes that's happening right now. And these are posted. The replays of these are always posted over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Great Life, Greater Impact. If you click reserve your spot, you'll be able to go through the process. I'll just do it. Go through the process of checking the next availability for the next class. And then you'll be able to fill out your details. When you do that, my website will email you. Whoops, we're going to go back here. My website will email you the Zoom link for that class. And then all you do is jump on the class. Now, something that I've just started doing just this last year is I opened up a members healing circle for people from the free classes who would like to jump on over and do live inner work in a members healing circle. So there's a small group of us right now that we gather every week. If you're not a member of the members area on my website, up here you can go join that members area. Then it's just a $50 one-time fee for that to participate in that specific class. So in about an hour, I'm going to be going live. You can go over to my website, reserve your spot, either become a member of the members area on my website. It's a $39 a month fee to participate in that. You get access to all of the well, we can just go here. There's a members area. You get access to all of the videos and replays and past classes that we've done. And then you also get access to the live healing circle that we do every week. So if that interests you and you think that you would like to participate in the live, doing our inner work together on a live basis, you'll have access to all of these past things. And you can even go up here to the top and you can search for different topics that interest you the most. So if that interests you, please come join us over there. We are noticing that when we do our inner work together, some powerful things happen. So if that sounds like something that you need in your life right now and cannot necessarily afford one-on-one coaching or mentoring, this is a really, really great option. It's like, going to the chiropractor once a month or just keeping up on doing your inner work. It's really, really great option for people who maybe can't afford one-on-one. All right, I'm going to stop the share. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you, Lisa, for all that you shared with us today. You guys go out into the world, hold those colors up to your face, see whether or not they resonate with you, and live your truth. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye for now.